So you can go behind this obstacle, or this little breakable wall here. I can shoot straight through it just fine. And they... So you can see where... Hello everyone, my name is Warhawk, and in this video I will be going over the 3 new weapons added in the Tricksters update. These weapons are the Shocktrain, the Scatter, and the Dragoon. I have 3 builds here to test the potential of these weapons with the maximum number of them. 5 Shocktrains, 5 Scatters, and 3 Dragoons on the same robot, identical robots. So, let's see what these weapons can do. Alright, so we are going to spawn in with the Scatter robot first, and we are on the original map, the crash site map I think it's called. So, what are the Scatter? They are, I forget exactly what they call them, sound shotguns, we'll call them that. They shoot out like a sound wave, pretty much, okay? So what's significant about that? They shoot straight through anything. Like you can see, they shoot straight through this barrier. I actually hit somebody. They can shoot straight through anything, even this barrier here. Now it has 5 rounds in the clip. It unloads very quickly, and it behaves like a shotgun, so it does more damage the closer you are. Now when using this weapon, you want to play to your advantages, obviously. So you can go behind this obstacle, or this little breakable wall here. I can shoot straight through it just fine, and they can't damage me until they break it. So that's really the strength of this weapon. You see, sometimes it does like 600, other times it does like 20,000. It's kind of weird. Definitely weird. Reload time is very quick though. That's very nice. I actually like this weapon. It'll work out really nice something here, like if somebody shows up like this, you can hide behind this wall and shoot them. They're a little far away, so you won't do much damage, but it's something, you know, and you have no risk at all. We're gonna try to go over here, see if we can take this guy out. 33,000. These things do 41,000. They hit pretty hard, but they hit like every armor plate at the same time. You see even his legs are getting damaged because the spread is very large. So it actually does take a while to kill a robot unless you're right next to it. So that's something to keep in mind. You can shoot through... you might not be able to shoot through teammates. I'm not actually sure. Oh, guy behind us. Reload very quickly. But one thing, you can actually hold down the button, which is nice. I'm always used to Tusk, which is why sometimes I forget that I can hold down the button. But it's definitely nice to hold down the button. Like right now, I don't even know where they are. I just know they're down there, so I just fire some rounds out. It's easy to find them, because you can see, obviously, the damage numbers show up. You can see them show up through walls, so that's nice. But also, one thing I've noticed, I hope they fix this, because it doesn't really make sense. The damage numbers will follow the robot, even like when you can't see them. So if the robot's moving really fast and the damage number pops up, it'll stick with that robot even behind a wall, so you can tell where they're going. Ooh, this is a problem. I'm probably dead here. Yep. Okay. Shotgun guy caught me off guard. Thunders will still do way more damage than these things, so something to keep in mind. Now we are going to spawn in with the Shocktrain build. So what is the Shocktrain? Well, it's interesting. You hold it down, you can charge it. You can shoot it anytime while charging it, but it will do way more damage when you charge it than if you don't charge it. Now it also reloads automatically. You don't have to worry about reloading. And if you charge it the whole way, all the time, you will never have to worry about reloading, because your next shell comes back just in time. You see, damage output on a single target here is not great, but on multiple targets, it is better because you can damage both of them. You see how the chain attack? I'm damaging all of these enemies at the same time right now. Okay. I wasn't watching my HP at all, which was kind of stupid. Don't do that. But, whatever. So we could try out the Dragoon now. I have actually never played with this weapon before. Okay, it reloads automatically. That's nice. It's a sniper because you can see the scope goes the whole way in. That might, I'm pretty sure that's with the weapon. It might actually just be for the Fury hull or the Fury torso. I'm not sure. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Test it out here. It's pretty hard. Yeah, it's pretty hard. I'm probably gonna die here as well because there's Titans and Titans ruin the game. Alright, we're gonna drop down here. In my opinion, all heavy weapons are inferior to light weapons because they just don't seem like they're worth it. They don't do enough damage to be considered a heavy weapon. And also when you're using, I'm dead. When you're using 3 Dragoons, you can't use a regenerate armor ability. So if you take damage, like you can't heal at all unless you have a friendly tier robot. So that is also something to keep in mind. But this is meant to be a sniper. You're not meant to take damage, but it will happen, obviously. So let's see what we can do over here. These are Titans, so the unload speed seems like it's way too high. I'm trying to hit his damaged armor. I mean, it takes way too long between shots. Yeah, this build is not viable. It was just to test out the potential power of the Dragoons when you have 3 of them. They seem to hit for about 20,000 each time. We'll use our shield here. Not sure if it's actually going to work. You can see we can take him down there. So none of these weapons seem to be overpowered, which is good. We don't want the newest weapon to be super overpowered, but they all have uses. Like this is an alternative to the trebuchet because it does less damage, but you fire way more shells or way more rounds. So that wasn't the greatest game, but we were just experimenting with these new weapons. So we'll go into the next one and see what we can do. Alright, so now we're in another game, and it's on the new map called Mont. I'm actually going to spawn in with the Shocktrain build this time. Go here and capture this beacon first. Might as well charge right now. Honestly, the the scatter weapon is going to do very good in this area right here. It'll be able to shoot through these things, which would be very nice. It's like right now, I can't shoot through those things. Those little destructible barriers. I'd have to actually break them. So you can see we're able to damage both targets. And of course we're almost dead because the bots will always focus one armor spot and hit it no matter what. Really annoying. Yeah, like what is even that? Seriously. I only had one damaged armor spot. Just turns around immediately hits it. They really need to fix that. They can't just make their bots like immediately hit you like no matter what. Whatever. We'll go in with the scatter now. Test it out. Here's this guy. I'm surprised he didn't focus me immediately. He's somewhere through here. There he is. Alright. Now let's see what we can do. I could shoot him through the wall very easily. And he is simply unable to shoot me back. The damage there was actually very good. I think the scatters are definitely my favorite weapon in this update. I think they're the best as well. They're really fun because you can shoot right through anything. You know, like I can keep hitting him. He's somewhere back here. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Alright, so now we'll go capture this beacon here, and we'll have 4 cap, or maybe not, because this guy is here. So actually what we're going to do... Oh, this is bad. Do you see how I can tell where I'm at by shooting just randomly and trying to find him? That's nice. It's barely doing anything from this distance, though. But, I mean, it's barely doing anything, but at the same time, I'm not able to take any damage back because he simply can't shoot through the wall. So I'll try to get back behind the wall here. Another thing, I was aiming at where he was, but my bullets went like up there. It's a weird thing with how this game aims your shots, but whatever. So I could shoot through this wall here and try to damage him some more. Alright. This guy's probably gonna die to the team. It is really fun to shoot through walls, though. Now these things do have a limited range, where they'll just like completely stop and you can't do any damage at all. It's like that, it just stopped before it got to him. But it would have done pretty much nothing anyways. There's a guy back here. I can just shoot him through the wall. Now I have to deal with Titans. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite weapon of the 3. I think it's the best. Definitely the best as well. I mean, they're all situational. They all have the times where they're really good and the times where they're really bad. But I think this one's really good the most often. He died. Okay. Barely doing anything. I love the sound of this weapon as well. 700. Okay. And the bot just snipes me, of course. They can just shoot straight through the wall. And then you can also switch your camera position so you can do it on this side as well. But I like to have it on this side. It's the most natural. So now we're gonna have to deal with a bunch of titans. But it's actually not that bad because we can shoot through walls. Until there's like a billion of them, then what? You know, like then you're kind of just screwed. Like what? What am I meant to do? What am I meant to do? This is why. This is what I'm saying. This is why Titans ruin the game. Everybody gets in them, and then all other robots become obsolete immediately. Oh, there's enemies close to me. I'll probably die. Oh, wow, look. That's nice. I think they should just remove Titans. They don't add anything. They haven't put much effort into them because they haven't made multiple Titans. You can't edit your Titan. They wouldn't lose much, like, effort if they just removed them. But I think the game would be so much better. The same thing happened to the mobile war robots. When they added Titans, it got really, really bad because people just had to charge up their Titan, and then they could just kill like everybody. I think it takes away like the whole point of building a cool robot if you can just spawn in this big thing and kill anything. But whatever, that's not what the video is about. So, I think that sums up these weapons pretty good. We didn't really play much with the Shocktrain, but you got the main idea of all these weapons. So now you can decide whether you actually want to get them or not. The scatter is worth it. That's very fun. The Dragoon and the Shocktrain are less worth it. They're not very effective at all. But none of them are overpowered, and that's very good. So that wraps up this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.